Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new live stream. This is Tausif Anam here, and I am going to be discussing some very important issues pertaining to the future of our country. So please join me. And if you are tuning in for the first time, please introduce yourself in the live chat window. As my viewers already know, those who have been watching my videos, my live streams for a while, I do interact with my viewers in the live chat window. I try to keep up with the comments and the questions that I get. So, please participate in the live chat window. Introduce yourself. Tell me what city, what state you're from. If you are from outside the country, outside the United States, please mention what country you are tuning in from. So Amanda is here. Amanda, good to see you. Michael Brown is here. Michael Brown, wonderful. So I'm going to get started. I do have a few different topics to cover. And I will pause as usual in between, in between topics and try to catch up with the live chat window and the questions and comments here. So, okay, my friends, it's good to be back. First of all, it is good to be back to my regular schedule of doing a live stream after taking a one-day break on Sunday night, on Saturday night, actually. Well, this is Sunday night. So on Saturday night, I did not do a live stream. That was yesterday. I did not do a live stream. And, I appreciate you all being here today. Yesterday, I was in Chicago. Drove from Madison, Wisconsin to Chicago, Illinois. It's always a beautiful drive. And the day was wonderful. It was beautiful. My mother and I, we went to Chicago yesterday. The weather was beautiful. The temperature was quite high. Today it's kind of cold, actually. I mean, not too cold, because in Wisconsin we get tremendously cold weather, but it's colder than it was yesterday. Yesterday was quite hot, and today it's right now I think it's in the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So yesterday, the day was bright and sunny. The traffic was not very bad, actually. We always have to talk about the traffic when we talk about Chicago. The traffic was not bad. What I had done yesterday, many of you saw that. I had posted an announcement on YouTube that I won't be doing a live stream on Saturday night, which was yesterday. And I know many of you saw that post, and some of you also commented. So thank you for that, and thank you for coming back. Amanda is here, Michael Brown is here, Sassy is here, and Juan is here. So welcome to you all, and welcome to many other viewers who are watching. All right. So let me talk about yesterday. I had a great time in Chicago. And I do go to Chicago quite a bit. I enjoy the drive. I actually, for those of you who may be wondering, I did post some photos on Facebook, Instagram, and X, which is formerly known as Twitter, about my Chicago trip. My mother and I, we enjoyed a nice dinner in Chicago, a very nice restaurant on Devon Avenue. By the way, Devon Avenue has a lot of great restaurants, and it's a pretty diverse community, which is wonderful. The United States is a diverse country, and that is the truth, and that is a good thing. It's not just diverse because of in terms of race, ethnicity, and religion. It's also diverse because people have a variety of viewpoints that they are free to share. We have freedom of speech, so we have diverse viewpoints. And altogether, diversity is good. Diversity is good. We don't want everyone to think the same way. We don't want everyone to be, I mean, y- because we have diverse viewpoints, we can learn from each other. We can we can share information, we can share knowledge, we can have dialogue, we can disagree and still get along. I mean, that's something that I always emphasize, that we have diverse viewpoints and we're going to be debating. We can have arguments and then we can still get along. Okay. So, my friends, as I was saying, Devon Avenue has a lot of great restaurants. If you have not been there in Chicago, just do go check it out. It's a pretty diverse community, very nice. And Chicago is a beautiful city. No doubt about that. There's no doubt about that, that Chicago is a beautiful city. But crime is rising in Chicago. And that brings me to my first topic. There's rising crime in Chicago. There's growing violence in Chicago. There are a series of problems in that city, both public safety problems and also financial issues. The city has financial issues. And now there are fears about gang wars in Chicago. Can you believe that? My friends, I see more people have joined. I'm going to welcome you all. Ryan is here. Matthew, Marky, Chris, and others. By the way, not everyone has, kind comments for me. I see some comments that I'm not a fan of. Alan writes, "Are you a dentist?" Okay, actually, this might be the first time somebody asked me, "Are you a dentist?" I am not a dentist. Okay, I am not a dentist. People have asked me if I'm a doctor, if I'm a lawyer. I've answered those questions. Alan asks me, "Are you a dentist?" No, I'm not a dentist. Yeah. All right. Alan writes, "Gang wars in Chicago, no way." Well, I'm going to give you some details that will shock you. Okay. But let me catch up with the comments here. Heidi writes, "Good evening, my fellow American." Heidi, that is such a wonderful greeting. Heidi writes, "Good evening, my fellow American." Heidi, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Logan, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Bharat Singh is asking me, "What are you exactly?" Bharat Singh is asking me, "What are you exactly?" Bharat Singh, are you still around? Because I'm going to answer your question. I have a lot to talk about today, but you know what? My priority is to try to answer some questions that I get. So Bharat Singh, you asked, "What are you exactly?" I will answer that, but I want to make sure Bharat Singh is still here. Bharat Singh writes, "I'm here." I'm glad to hear that, Bharat Singh, that you're here. So Bharat Singh writes, "What are you exactly?" I am a human being. I'm a legal immigrant. I'm a naturalized American citizen. I'm a proud American. And Bharat Singh, I'm a Trump supporter. For anyone who's wondering, anyone who hasn't been here before, if this is your first time, Susan writes, "He's a fine man." That's what he is. Susan, I appreciate it, Susan. Susan, thank you for that kind comment. The love and respect and the support that I get from my viewers, it's unbelievable. And that makes me do all these live streams. So Bharat Singh asked me, "What are you exactly?" Right? And then I asked Bharat Singh, "Are you here?" He said, "I'm here." Well, I answered your question. I'm an American. I'm obviously a human being, flesh and blood, right here. I'm an American, proud American, and I'm a Trump supporter. Okay, I believe in my freedom. I believe in my constitutional rights. And I believe that together we will make America great again. So Bharat Singh, I hope you got your answer. If you did not, if I need to provide more details, let me know, Bharat Singh. Franz writes, good evening to you, sir. Good evening, Franz. Hector is here. Hector writes, great man. Wabajok is back. Wabajok is back. Welcome, Wabajok. Wabajok, it seems to me that Wabajok doesn't like me much. Wabajok is writing, you're not American. Wabajok is saying that to an American. So Wabajok clearly doesn't like me. Kevin writes, how tall are you? How tall am I? I'm somewhere between 5'9" and 5'10", maybe 5'10". I should know the exact one, right? I wish I was taller. I wish I was like 6 feet or 6'2" or whatever. Okay, but I'm right under 6 feet. Okay, so I'm not too tall, but I'm taller than a lot of people. I wish I was taller, but you know what? I'm grateful for however tall I am. Okay, everything happens for a reason. God gave me the height that God gave me. God gave me the height that God gave me because there's a reason behind everything, right? So, all right. Philip Holmes is here. Hello, Philip. Ross is here. Hello, Ross. Okay. David is here. Cheryl Brown writes from 2024. Okay, my friends, please like this video. That's the only way you can support my channel. Okay. Okay, likes are going up. Wonderful. Like this video, my friends. I have a lot to discuss. I was talking about Chicago. There are fears about gang wars in Chicago. Reportedly, Venezuelan migrants have been moving into the south side of Chicago. Let me give you a moment to absorb that. Let me give you a moment to absorb that information. Venezuelan migrants, gang members, have been moving into the south side of Chicago, and many people are fearing that there may be turf war between local Chicago gangs and the incoming Venezuela migrant gang members. Vicious gang members from Venezuela. Dangerous individuals, violent people, ruthless, criminals. They are making their way into the south side of Chicago. Can you imagine that? So Bharat Singh is asking me another question. Bharat Singh is saying, what's your channel about? My channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. Social and political issues, domestic and international. So if you are interested in politics, if you are interested to talk about what's going on in society, current affairs, contemporary issues, election, then this is the channel. This is the channel, because on this channel, I may be the only one speaking on camera, but I also read the comments. I also respond to your questions, as you can tell. And so, this is a channel where you not only get to listen to my views, but you also get to share your views. And I'm willing to learn from you. I'm willing to hear your viewpoints. I'm willing to engage in a dialogue. So yeah, just welcome. And wow, more and more people joining. 27 likes already. We are 14 minutes into the live stream. Can we get it up to 50? Can I get 23 more likes? 23 more likes, my friends. Okay, let's see. Bharat Singh writes, I'll sub to your channel. Thank you, Bharat Singh. Appreciate that. Okay. All right, my friends. Dangerous Venezuelan gang members are moving into the south side of Chicago. Chicago already has gang problems. We know that. Chicago has public safety issues. Chicago has lots and lots of problems. I love the city. I love the city. It's a beautiful city, but that city is in the wrong hands because the Democrat politicians running Chicago have failed to keep the Chicago residents safe. The Democrat politicians have failed to take care of the finances in Chicago. Chicago has so many problems. The people of Chicago deserve safety, but instead, the people there are facing, unbelievable crime situation. Chicago has gang problems. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Chicago has gang problems. There are frequent reports of shootings and lots of other forms of crimes. And it seems that the situation is going to get a whole lot worse. Why? Because Venezuelan gang members are making their way into Chicago. They are already there, and they are finding their way into the south side of Chicago. Venezuelan migrant gang members, dangerous people, they don't belong in our country. They don't. They should not even be here. How did they get here? How did they find their way into the United States? Because of Joe Biden's open border policy. That's why. And here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. Chicago is becoming a more unsafe place. There's a violent gang that has been in the news quite a bit. You may have heard about them. You heard about Tren de Aragua. I may be pronouncing the name wrong, but that's the name, Tren de Aragua. I talk about this gang on my channel. I've mentioned about this gang before. Vicious gang, dangerous people, a transnational gang, violent gang members. They are causing havoc in beautiful Colorado. I talked about Aurora, Colorado. I talked about how this gang has taken over apartment buildings in Aurora. That's in Colorado. But also in Wisconsin, a man was arrested, and he's a suspected Tren de Aragua gang member. So the problem's not only in Colorado, it's here in Wisconsin, it's there in Illinois. In Illinois, there's news about a possible gang clash between local gangs and this Venezuelan Tren de Aragua gang. I'm giving you the facts. I wish I had better news to share. I wish I could tell you, hey friends, Chicago is heading in the right direction. It's becoming a safer city. The financial problems are being addressed. Everything's looking great. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't, because I have to present to you the facts. I have to tell you the truth. I'm honest in my reporting. The information that I share with you are the truth. The facts. You can fact check me. You can fact check me. For anyone who thinks what I'm telling is wrong, just go fact check me. You go and search for the information yourself. You go look at different news sources, whichever one you trust, and you'll find the information that I'm sharing with you. You'll find the information that I'm sharing with you. And that's why people are liking this channel. 41 likes already. Can we get it up to 50, my friends? We are almost 20 minutes into the live stream. 41 likes already. I appreciate your support. It's up to 42 now. Can we get it up to 50 and then to 100? I'm trying to spread my message, my friends. I'm trying to discuss issues. I'm trying to, oh wow, it's 50. Awesome, thank you. Now let's get it to 100, because the more likes I get, the more people I can reach. The more likes I get, the more people I can reach. This video is going to be in front of more people if you like this video and help me spread my message. My message is simple. We have to make America great again. There are so many problems that we have right now, problems that we must address. But before we address the problems, we have to talk about the problems. We have to acknowledge that the problems exist. The Democrats would like to tell you, hey, there are no problems. Everything's great. Chicago is a safe city. Everything's rosy. Everything's beautiful. But that's not the truth. That is not the truth. Our country is facing unprecedented challenges. Our country is facing lots of crises. Our country is facing lots of issues, lots of problems. So the first step in solving a problem is to state what the problem is. We have to state that there is a problem. And once we state that, once we admit that there's a problem, we can work on finding solutions. So the Democrats will tell you Chicago is great, everything's looking great, everything's under control. Just come to Chicago, have fun. But then we know, because we pay attention to the news, we know that there are frequent shootings, there are thefts and shoplifting, and there are violent crimes, shootings, killings taking place in Chicago. We know that. But the Democrats will try to put a cover on all of that, and they'll try to pretend, oh, no, everything's great. Just come to Chicago, have fun. Listen, I like Chicago. I told you yesterday I went to Chicago. I drove to Chicago. I paid all the tolls. I had to go through they take the payment electronically now. They no longer have like the toll booths where you can stop and hand over cash and coins. Now they use those cameras and they electronically take the toll. So I drove to Chicago because I like the city. I like the city. Yes, I know it has lots of problems, but I'm hoping and praying that the problems will be addressed. But you know what? The reality is, as long as the Democrats are in charge in Chicago, things are not going to improve. Things are not going to improve. Things are not going to improve. So we need to start choosing leaders who will fix problems. Now, I'm a Wisconsin voter. I'm a Wisconsin resident. So the residents of Chicago will have to fix the problems in Chicago. They will have to vote for the right leaders. People like Lori Lightfoot, who is now the former mayor. She used to be the mayor. Lori Lightfoot couldn't fix the problem. Brandon Johnson is actually making things worse. Instead of fixing problems, Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, is making things worse. The Democrats are just making things worse each and every day. It's getting worse. So what I want to do, because I love Chicago, I'm a Wisconsin resident, but I love Chicago. I want the city to be heading in the right direction. But the city is heading in the wrong direction right now. That's why I'm trying to raise awareness. I'm trying to use my voice to spread the facts, to tell you the truth about what's going on in Chicago so that the people can start taking action. The people of Chicago, you have to vote for the right leaders. At the local level, state level, federal level. I mean, J.B. Pritzker at the state level. One of the worst governors in America, J.B. Pritzker, okay? Not the worst, because Kathy Hochul still has that title. I've said that so many times. I mean, Kathy Hochul is the absolute worst governor in America right now. So J.B. Pritzker is not the worst, but he's one of the worst. He's in the top 5. Okay, just put Kathy Hochul there, and Gavin Newsom, and Jared Polis of Colorado, and J.B. Pritzker is also there in the top 5, okay? I mentioned 4 names, but, you can come up with your own top 5. So locally in Chicago, there's Brandon Johnson not fixing the problems, but, busy giving more taxpayer-funded services to the migrants. That's what he's doing. Brandon Johnson isn't doing much to help the American homeless population, because he's prioritizing the illegal immigrants. Like Brandon Johnson is like, oh, gotta focus on the illegal immigrants. And the Democrats in Chicago, they're like always scratching their heads. What else can we do to help the illegal? I mean, that's what they're doing. Literally, they're scratching their heads. They're trying to come up with ideas on how they can spend more taxpayer money on the illegal immigrants. That's what they do. That's what they do. The Democrats. They're busy destroying Chicago. Okay? let me look at some comments here. Chris Hicks writes, Trump has my vote. So what else can I say? Chris Hicks summed it up very nicely. Chris Hicks is saying, Trump has my vote. Trump has my vote too. That's really what we need to do, my friends. We got to vote for Trump. And not just Trump, but also strong conservative leaders at the state level and the local level. So, as I was saying, in Chicago, the problems are increasing. It's getting worse every day. Things are heading in the wrong direction. And, you know, I know people changed their mayors, like, you know, they voted Lori Lightfoot. She didn't do much for the city. And then they voted Brandon Johnson. People probably thought, oh, we gotta have a new mayor. Maybe the new mayor is going to fix all the problems. Let's vote for Brandon Johnson. And Brandon Johnson came and he just started making things worse. Making things worse than before. And as I said, the Democrats in Chicago, they're scratching their heads, they're brainstorming, they're trying to come up with all kinds of ways to spend more taxpayer dollars on the illegal immigrants. They don't care about the Americans, they don't care about the American citizens, but they care about the illegal immigrants. All those people, foreign nationals who decided to cross the the southern border, and they decided to cross the Rio Grande River and make their way into the United States, because they want free stuff. So Brandon Johnson and his Democrat allies decided, hey, the migrants are here for free stuff. Let's just give more free stuff. So, I mean, this is what the Democrats are literally doing in Chicago. And that must change. And I love the city of Chicago. And that's why I care about the city. Although I'm not an Illinois resident, I live in Wisconsin. You know, I love Wisconsin. This is my home state. But I care about Chicago. There are fellow Americans living in Chicago who are suffering because of what the Democrats have done to the city. And so that must change. So here's what's going on right now. You know, Chicago, the Democrats in Chicago, they embrace illegal immigration. They embrace illegal immigrants. They're giving, massive sums of money to the illegal immigrants. And what's going on right now? What's going on right now? There are fears about possible gang clash between local gangs and this Venezuelan Tren de Aragua migrant gang. And what does that mean for the people of Chicago? If tensions between the local and the migrant gang members rise, then the city will become less safe. It's already not a safe city. It's just going to become even more unsafe, even more unsafe. Chicago has experienced massive influx of migrants. I've talked about it. You can go check out my previous videos. I talk about, I talk about Chicago a lot. I talk about New York a lot. I talk about California. I mean, these are places I talk about a lot because these are cities and states where we see, massive numbers of migrants. And so these cities and states have all kinds of problems that I feel like I need to highlight and I need to emphasize, I need to discuss on this channel. Because I believe that we can fix these problems but we just have to elect the right leaders. You know, I'm dreaming of that day when Chicago will have a Republican mayor. I'm dreaming of that day when Chicago will have a Republican governor, when Illinois will have a Republican governor. It is possible. It is possible. But the Illinois voters will have to make that decision. I'm a Wisconsinite. My priority is to think about Wisconsin. But as an American, I care about the entire country. And that's why on this channel, I discuss social and political issues happening all over the country. And to the people of Illinois, I will tell you, please pay attention what's going on in your city, in your state. Why do you keep electing leaders who prioritize illegal immigrants? J.B. Pritzker, Brandon Johnson, and their Democrat allies. Why do you keep voting for these people who care about the illegal immigrants and they don't care about the American people? American citizens are not getting help. There are homeless veterans who are not getting help, but the illegal immigrants keep getting more and more and more money. In Illinois, in New York, in California. Why? My friends, thank you for supporting my channel. 83 likes already. 83 likes, 84 likes. Let's get it to 100. I would appreciate that, my friends, because you know what happens? The more you give this video a thumbs up, you know, this video is going to appear in front of more and more people. And don't forget to subscribe. Please don't. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, my friends. 90 likes already. I appreciate that. I have a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. I'm just going to take a little tea break here. A few seconds. By the way, we are 32 minutes into the live stream. 183 people watching this live stream right now. That number will fluctuate. I've seen that number get close to 300 also. Then it goes down. Now it's 230. So 230 people watching this video right now. But overall, in the half hour since I started the live stream, more than 6,100 people have tuned in. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all of your 106 likes. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much. You know, at some point I'm going to pause and try to read the comments. But the comments are coming at such a rate, it's just hard to keep track. Candace Christian writes subbed. Thank you for subscribing, Candace. Thank you so very much. Let's see. Southside Doug writes, make America great again. Absolutely, Southside Doug. That's what I'm talking about. And even if I don't say it, you can see it. Make America great again. My hat says, make America great again. Susan Epp. Susan writes, some on here need to be blocked. Susan, I understand that, Susan. You know, there are some people here in the live chat window who are saying harsh things. They're insulting me. They're calling me names. They're expressing their hatred for me, which I can clearly see. I'm not reading a lot of those comments out loud, but I can see those comments. And so Susan is suggesting that maybe some of these people need to be blocked. You know, it's easy for me to block people, but I really don't want to do that. Because trust me, I appreciate all the love and all the support that I'm getting from so many of my viewers. But those who hate me, those who dislike me, those who don't like what I'm saying, I still want them to listen to what I have to say. You know, they may be calling me names, but there's a reason why I'm doing these live streams. I want to reach more people, and I want to spread my message of peace and prosperity and freedom. So, you know, I'm hoping and praying that some of the people who are tuning in and maybe their initial reaction is to show their hatred for me, I'm hoping and praying that as they listen to what I have to say, as they listen to what I have to say, as they listen to my arguments, as they listen to the facts that I'm presenting, I'm hoping that some of the haters will actually start appreciating my viewpoints, or at least maybe they'll stop calling me names, and maybe they'll pause and think for a second, and maybe they'll think, hey, you know what? Maybe whatever this guy is saying is true. Maybe we need to think about it. It makes sense. My message really is, we love this country. We have to protect this country. We have to protect our constitutional rights. We have to do things that make our country safe, that make our country strong, that make our country great again. How can anyone disagree with that? If you are an American, don't you love this country? Don't you love the greatest country in the history of the world? So, really, whatever I'm saying, it's common sense, my friends. It's common sense. We live in this country. We love this country, right? And I'm also saying, Dana is here. Hello, Dana. Thank you for being here. Cody writes, Trump. Thank you, Cody. Let's see. Tia writes, you don't love this country. Tia, how can you say that? How can you say that? How can you mention that statement? You said you don't love this country. I love this country. I love this country. How can you make such a statement? I love this country. I'm expressing my love for this country. My hat says it right here. Make America great again. Anyone who wants to make America great again is a patriot. It's somebody who loves the United States of America. So Tia, how can you write you don't love this country? That's just a wrong statement, Tia. Read 111 writes, nice hat. Read 111. If you like my hat, Read, please subscribe. Subscribe and stay connected. And like this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Give this video thumbs up, my friends. Like this. More than 8,000 people have tuned in so far tonight. And we are 37 minutes into the live stream. So as I was saying, Chicago in particular has experienced a massive influx of illegal immigrants. And the migrants in Chicago, they received lots and lots of services that many Americans never receive. Many Americans are becoming homeless. Many Americans are at risk of homelessness. Many Americans don't have nutritious food on the table. Many Americans don't have money to buy new clothing. But on the other hand, you see the migrants in Chicago. They are getting free housing. They are getting free food. They are getting lots and lots and lots and lots of other services. Services that American citizens don't get. Illegal immigrants have also been arrested for committing crimes in the Chicago area. The Democrats will tell you, oh, the migrants are here to work, and they're here to work hard, and they're here to, contribute. You know what? I see reports of migrants committing crimes. Migrants committing crimes. And now there are fears that migrant gang members in Chicago may try to get into turf wars with the local gangs. This is a very, very scary situation. Very scary situation. My friends, let me pause for a second here. By the way, 121 thumbs up, 121 likes for this video already. Can we get it to 150, my friends? It is possible. All you have to do is to like this video, hit the thumbs up. 122. Let's get it up to 150, my friends. Vicky Payne, listen to Vicky Payne. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to Vicky Payne, who writes, vote for Trump. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to what Vicky wrote in the live chat window. Vicky wrote, vote for Trump. If you care about this country, vote for Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote for Trump. If you want a stable economy, vote for Trump. If you want lower gas prices, vote for Trump. If you want affordable groceries, vote for Trump. If you want to see America energy independent, vote for Trump. If you want to see your electricity bills go down, vote for Trump. If you want to see your heating bill go down, vote for Trump. If you want to see our country strengthening its relationship with our international allies, then vote for Trump. If you want a real leader in the White House, vote for Trump. My friends, vote for Trump. Let's see. Ellie writes, you're not even American. I am an American, Ellie. I am a naturalized American citizen, Ellie. Ellie, I am talking to you. Are you listening? Ellie, are you listening? Ellie, if you're listening, let me know that you're listening to me. I am a naturalized American citizen, Ellie. Ryan writes, Trump. Let's see some more comments. Sassy writes, Trump 2024. And now, before I move further into my live stream, before I continue saying the things that I'm going to say in a little bit, before I continue, let's pause for a little bit. Let's show our support for the greatest president. Trump 2024, right? Trump 2024. Let's see how many people support Trump 2024. Chris Hicks writes Trump 2024. Who else? Let's see it. Ryan writes Trump 2024. Awesome. General Salt writes Trump 2024. Martin River writes Trump 2024. Justin Michael writes Trump 2024. Awesome. Gerlina writes Trump 2024. James Collins writes Trump 2024. German Shepherd Go writes Trump 2024. Philip Holmes writes Trump 20. See so much of support for Trump. April writes Trump 2024. Brett, Trump 2024. Cheyenne, Trump 2024. Julian, Trump 2024. Chris Hicks, Trump 2024. Wabajok Dugati doesn't like Trump. I get that, Wabajok. I understand that, Wabajok. All right. Ruger writes Trump 2024. Mini Hawaiian writes Trump 2024. Passing writes Trump 2024. General Salt writes Ultra MAGA. Are you Ultra MAGA? Are you Ultra MAGA? If you are Ultra MAGA, write Ultra MAGA. Let's see how many of you are ultra MAGA. Write Ultra MAGA, my friends. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ultra MAGA. Passing writes, I'm Ultra MAGA. Mario writes Ultra MAGA. Awesome. See, so much of support for our president. Our president, Donald Trump. Susan, thank you always for your support. John writes ultra MAGA. Pamela writes Chicago is not Illinois, that city. Chicago, yes, Chicago is a blue city, and I know that there are many other parts of Illinois that are very red. But overall, when you add up all the votes, Illinois just leans in the total vote. Illinois leans blue, But really, there are many Republicans in Illinois, many Republicans, but Chicago, being the populated city that it is and overwhelmingly voting blue as it does, I mean, that's what tilts the election to the left. All right, let's see. Okay, my friends, 137 likes already. Awesome. Let's get it up to 50. Let's get it up to 50, my friends. More than 10,800 viewers have tuned in already. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pause again. Let's see. Tia writes, his GPA was 1.28. Whose GPA is 1.28, Tia? Whose GPA is 1.28? Are you saying my GPA is 1.28? Are you referring to me, Tia? Are you talking about me, Tia? Are you saying my GPA is 1.28? How did you come up with that figure, 1.28? Oh, you wrote Trump's GPA, so it's not my GPA. All right. How do you know Trump's GPA? I mean, what? So Tia, you're talking about Trump's GPA. Okay, I don't know what Trump's GPA is or was. It doesn't matter to me. You know what? You know what matters to me, Tia? I'm going to tell you what matters to me. Trump's GPA doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that Trump, when he was in the White House, we had a great economy. That's what matters to me. I remember paying less than $2 per gallon for gasoline at the pump when Trump was in the White House. I remember affordable groceries when Trump was in the White House. I remember Trump working hard to secure our southern border when he was the president. I remember when Trump was in office, when he was the president, then he worked hard to strengthen our relationship with our international allies. I remember all the things that Trump did to make America great. You're talking about Trump's GPA. What you're forgetting, Tia, is that Trump is a very successful businessman. He's a billionaire. And what he could have done, Tia, I'm talking to you. What Trump could have done is just enjoy his wealth, enjoy his popularity, continue being a celebrity, and just, not bother running for office. Why did he have to run for office? Why did he have to run for office? He ran for office because he cares about the country. If he only cared about himself, if he only cared about his wealth and his business and his luxury life, then he would never have run for office. He would just enjoy the luxurious life that he had. But he put everything aside and he decided to run for office because he cares about this country. And look what he went through as a result of that. Look what he went through since he made the decision to run for office for the first time. He went through all these attacks from the Democrats. He went through name calling and all the Russia collusion hoax and lawsuits and the media constantly attacking him, constantly calling him names. He gave up his life of luxury in order to help make America great again. There are so many other billionaires. There are billionaires who are far more wealthier than Trump. Why are they not running for office? Because they care about their business. They care about making money and enjoying life. Obviously, business is not easy, so they have to deal with a lot of challenges also. They have to, running a business is hard. So, of course, they are dealing with lots of problems that comes with, running a business, especially a business that is huge. There are so many billionaires, but you don't see anyone running for president. Why not? Why did Trump run for president? He could have just had fun. He could have just had the nice life and enjoy the luxury buildings that he has. He's got a great family. He could have just not run. But since he decided to run for office, he became the victim of all these name calling, all these attacks and lawsuits and hoax and whatever. And he's still going through so much, Donald Trump. He still has so many enemies out there. You know, you hear them on TV shows. You know, liberal commentators who are constantly criticizing Trump and calling him different names and, you know, spreading all kinds of lies about Trump. Why did Trump have to do that? Why did he have to run for office? Because he truly cares about this country. He truly cares about this country. A billionaire like him, there was no need for him to run for office, but he did because he cares about the country. He wanted to fix the problems that we see in our country, and he made great progress in solving a lot of the problems. Domestic issues, international issues, he made great progress. He made great progress. And he, you know, the 4 years that he was in office, some of the best years, absolutely. So my friends, 143 likes already on this video. Can we get it up to 150? A few more likes. I have a lot to talk about, so don't go anywhere. Almost 12,000 views tonight, almost 12,000. And we are 51 minutes into the live stream. I'm going to read some of your comments. Let's see. Wabajock is active tonight. I see that, Wabajock. Dana is supporting Donald Trump. Thank you, Dana. Mike writes Trump 2024. Thank you so much. Okay, let me tell you. We need safe communities in America. We want neighborhoods to be peaceful. But because of the Biden-Harris administration and their open border policies, American cities are suffering. This is what Democrats do. They create problems. Their policies give birth to crisis, such as the border crisis. This is a crisis that has been embraced by the Democrat politicians in Chicago. The Democrat-run city has reportedly spent... Okay, I'm not going to give that figure yet. I'm going to ask you, do you know how much money the city of Chicago has spent, the Democrats, how much money they have spent on the illegal immigrants? Do you know how much money they have spent in the last 2 years? Do you know any idea? Can you make a guess? Can you just make a guess? Ryan writes too much. Exactly, Ryan. Any idea? 25 million? A person writes 25 million. It's not 25 million. It's a whole lot more. Lindy writes 300 millions. Lindy, that's real close. Real close. Let me tell you. The Democrat-run city has reportedly spent almost $500 million. Almost $500 million. 400 plus million, okay? 400 millions and more. I don't know the exact figure yet, but it's almost $500 million over the last 2 years on the migrants. This is just what's being reported. You know, it may be much higher. It may be much higher than that. I mean, who's auditing it? The numbers that are being reported, I mean, is there anyone who's auditing the financial files of Chicago to really see how much money is being spent on the migrants? I mean, the number could be a lot more. I'm just telling you what I know from the news sources. Could be a lot more. But it's really hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And now the migrant gang members may start a gang war in Chicago. Vicky writes, put our people first, vote for Trump. Exactly, Vicky. Exactly. America first. Americans first. And that's why we got to vote for Trump. Got to vote for Trump, my friends. Tia writes, where's your computer? Tia, you want to see where my computer is? Tia, it's right here. You see my computer? I got a nice laptop right here. That's when you see me turning, that's where I read the comments. Tia writes, show us your news source. Show you the news source, Tia? Show you the news source? I have all the news sources over here. I have all the news sources right here. I have all the news sources right here. Hold on, Tia. All right. So, this is a news article from September 22nd of 2024, which is yesterday. This was in the New York Post, okay? It says the latest figures show Chicago has spent almost $500 million over the last 2 years, okay? I mean, really, you think that whatever I'm telling you, it's made up? I have the news sources. I have the news sources. I have all the data. I have the sources. If you and really, I mean, you can go look it up. As I have said, just fact check me. Go and look up the information. I gave you a New York Post right here, September 22nd. You can go and fact check me if you want to. All right? All right, let me just ask one thing. To all the viewers who are watching me, do you trust the information that I'm presenting? Do you trust the information that I'm presenting? I'm going to ask you that question. Do you trust the information that I'm presenting? If you trust me, just write, I trust you. Or I trust the information, or however you want to write it. Liz writes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. Susan writes, yes. Juan writes, yes. Liz writes, yes. Thank you so much. Juan writes 100. Thank you. Thank you, Juan. Vape King writes, yes, sir. Thank you so much. Chris Hicks writes, yes, I do trust it. 100. Thank you. Sassy writes, yes. Thank you so very much. Michael Brown, always great to see you. Michael Brown writes, yes. And I've mentioned Dana also writes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Another viewer writes, yes. Sassy writes, I trust you. Sally Amin writes, I trust you because I've lived it. Sally, what city are you from, Sally? What are you seeing in your community, Sally? Let us know. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Liz writes, 100 do trust you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for... Sally writes, Dallas, Texas. So are you seeing problems in Dallas, Texas, Sally? I mean, really, Texas being a border state, I mean, in reality, each and every American state is now a border state because of the massive influx of illegal immigrants and how they are going all over the country. So every state is a border state, but Texas definitely is a border state. I mean, physically, it's a border state. And and really, I mean, Greg Abbott, he is trying his best. He's doing the best that he can to fix the problems there. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, he's trying to solve the problems. He's trying to secure the southern border because the Biden-Harris administration is not doing its job. So Texas has lots of challenges, but Texas also has a great governor. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, my friends, 151 likes. If you have not hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Your support means a lot to me. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would appreciate if you subscribe and help me reach a bigger audience. Thank you, my friends. I have a lot to talk about. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I still have a lot to discuss. So please stay here with me. Okay. All right, my friends. The Democrat-run city, Chicago, as I said, has reportedly spent almost $500 million over the last 2 years on the migrants. And now, migrant gang members may start a gang war in Chicago. This is what happens when Democrat politicians are in power. Chicago is not the only city that is suffering because of the influx of migrants. I've talked about Chicago a lot, but it is not the only city. In San Francisco, crimes, misery, and suffering increase because of the arrival of migrants. But before I go into the discussion of San Francisco, let me ask a poll question. Should Chicago stop being a sanctuary for illegal immigrants? Should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? Yes or no? Should Chicago stop? Should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? I started the poll. Vote in the poll, my friends. Should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? A lot of yes, I see that. Wow, 86% yes votes, 84% yes votes. All right. The question is, should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? Please vote. Please vote, my friends. Chris Hicks writes yes without a doubt. Liz writes yes. Juan writes yes. Philip Holmes writes no sanctuary for criminals. Dana writes every city should stop. Exactly, Dana. Every city that is now a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants should stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Absolutely correct. Please like this video, my friends, and vote in the poll. Vote in the poll and like this video. Somebody said Oh, a viewer just wrote, reported for misinformation. So somebody over here doesn't like my channel. And so, my friends, I need your support. The people who are saying they don't like my channel, I need support from you, overwhelming support from you to continue doing these live streams. So please like this video, 156 likes already. Please help me get to 200 likes for this video. Please subscribe. When you see, there are so many people who would like to see me, who would like to, who don't want to see me, do these live streams. There are people here who disagree with my viewpoints, and they don't want me to do these live streams. They want me to stop. They want me to just not speak. They don't appreciate when I exercise my freedom of speech, but I will continue to speak about things that matter. I will continue to express my love for this country, for the United States of America. I will continue to share the facts and speak the truth. And I need your support. I need your support. Somebody just said, reported for misinformation. If somebody is reporting, making a fake report, making a false report, please show me your support. Show me your support by giving this video a thumbs up, by subscribing. Because we have to stay united, my friends. We have to stay united. Because the future of our country is at stake. Philip Holmes writes, they hate the truth. Yeah, there are people here who hate the truth. Who hate the truth. They don't want me to present the truth. They only want to hear what they want to hear. There are liberals who just want to hear, oh, everything's great. Groceries are affordable. Gas price is low. That's what they want to hear. They want to live in a dream. Do you want to live in a dream, or do you want to live in reality? Can you just close your eyes and just detach from reality? You cannot do that. We are human beings. Every day we have to work hard to make ends meet. We are paying rent, we are paying mortgage, we are buying gasoline, we are buying groceries. We are driving on the streets, on the roads. We're driving on the highways. We are living in our neighborhoods. We want our neighborhoods to be safe. We want our streets and our roads and our highways to be safe. We want our taxpayer money to be spent on projects that matter, like fix the bridges, fix the roads. Support the men and women of law enforcement. Use the resources that we have to take care of Americans, not illegal immigrants. I'm trying to share the truth. I'm trying to share the facts. And some people don't like it. Some people don't like the truth. And they don't like me. They don't like to hear me speak. They don't want me to come here every night and to do these live streams. They just want me to go away. But I'm not going to stop. Do I look like I'm going to stop? No. I am going to tell what's right. I am going to fight for freedom. I am going to speak for truth and justice. Sassy writes, so sad for people whose house taxes have, a lot of people are seeing property taxes go up. Sassy, exactly, you're correct. A lot of Americans are seeing their property taxes go up. My friends, I'm going to take a sip of water here. To all those who are trying to run away from the truth, it is sad, really. It is sad that there are people out there who are trying to run away from the truth. What do we have to do when we see the truth? We have to understand the truth. We have to acknowledge the truth. We have to learn from the truth. You cannot run away from the truth. You cannot run away from the truth. What I'm saying is the truth, my friends. I'm presenting facts and I've got sources. So, as I was saying, Chicago has lots of challenges. I started a poll. Should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? 77% said yes. 23% said no so far. In San Francisco, now let's talk about San Francisco. In San Francisco, crimes and suffering increased because of the arrival of illegal immigrants. And the people of San Francisco are sick and tired. They are sick and tired of what's going on. Let me share with you a fact. And this is a very sad fact. What I'm about to share with you is an extremely sad fact. The year 2023 was the deadliest year on record for drug overdoses in San Francisco. The year 2023 was the deadliest year on record for drug overdoses in San Francisco. More than 800 people died. And that's according to the city's medical examiner. Can you believe that? And this year has also been quite deadly. What I just mentioned is 2023. I said 2023 was the deadliest year on record for drug overdoses in San Francisco. More than 800 people died, according to the city's medical examiner. And this year also has been quite deadly. Reportedly, close to 500 overdose deaths have taken place in San Francisco this year. I mean, think about all the lives lost. Think about all the family members and friends who are grieving because they lost their loved ones. Why? Because of drug overdose. Can you imagine that? It's heartbreaking what is happening. It is heartbreaking what is happening in San Francisco, in California. Tia just keeps asking me for my sources. Tia, you keep asking me for my sources. I'm surprised, Tia, that you don't know this information already. You keep asking me for my sources. Let me tell you that I do have my sources. I get my news from authentic news sources. But I'm just shocked, Tia, that you keep asking for sources instead of just going and doing your own research. I mean, if you want to challenge my views, go do your own research and then come up with the proof that I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, but if you can prove I'm wrong, then come and cite your sources. Come and present your information and challenge what I'm presenting. Okay? I mean, what I'm telling is the truth, and I said you can go fact check me. So go fact check me, and if you find information that contradicts what I'm saying, then come and present that. You want my email address, Tia? Here you go. I'm going to give you my email address, which I do share with my viewers, tosif@tosifandam.net. Send me an email if you can find information from authentic sources that contradict the information that I'm presenting. Okay, just send me an email. Or you can just post it right here on the chat window so that others can see. All right? Oh, I see a viewer writes, "You messed up, sir." Messed up. What do you mean by messed up? What have I done? By the way, if you want to write harsh comments, just keep writing harsh comments. Okay, just do it. All I'm gonna do is thank you for being here. All right? Thank you for being here. At least you're listening to me, and I'm gonna hope and pray that maybe your hearts will soften and that maybe you'll realize what I'm presenting to you are the facts. So keep listening. I know initially you're gonna disagree with me. Maybe my viewpoints are not what you want to hear, okay? But over time you'll probably see the truth. You'll understand the reality. I'm hoping and praying for that. Okay? So keep listening. Keep listening, okay? All right. So as I was saying, heartbreaking news. Year 2023 was the deadliest year on record for drug overdoses in San Francisco. More than 800 people died, and that's according to the city's medical examiner. And this year has also been quite deadly. Reportedly, close to 500 overdose deaths have taken place in San Francisco this year. And here's another fact. Here's another fact. Since last year, more than 100 individuals have been charged as part of a federal sweep aimed at illegal drug sales. That's correct. That's correct. Prosecutors charged more than 100 people since last year. And you know what? Most of the felons were identified as illegal immigrants. That's what's happening in San Francisco. That's what's happening in San Francisco. Illegal immigrants are engaging in drug sales, spreading dangerous poison in society. Drugs are the poisons, and many Americans are dying. They are dying because of these dangerous drugs, because of drug-related deaths. Let me see some comments. Sassy writes, deportation, secure the borders. Exactly, Sassy. That's what we need to do. Power Cord writes, your nose sounds stuffy. My nose is a little stuffy. It is a little stuffy. So, yeah, I apologize for that. I do have a stuffy nose. You can probably tell. So, yeah. Yeah, my nose is a little blocked here. That's why I sound the way I do. A viewer writes, "Is the hat covering your balding?" I'm not bald. I have a head full of hair. Can you see it? I have lots of hair. Actually, I recently had a haircut, so my hair is short, but my hair is usually much more dense. Okay? It's like, okay. Then again, let me ask you, what if I have bald? What if I am balding? I mean, what's the problem with that? What is the problem with that? Yeah. So, all right. A viewer, who was it? Okay. Yeah, you. I see ya. Wrote, is the hat covering your balding? No, first of all, I'm not balding. I have a lot of hair. It's actually shorter than usual because I recently had a haircut. But what's the problem with balding? I mean, Joe Biden, your favorite president, does Joe Biden have a lot of hair? Does Joe Biden have a lot of hair? I mean, what's the problem with balding? I mean, it's just unbelievable what kind of comments people come up with, what kind of questions people come up with. I mean, balding is just some people are bald, some people have hair, some people go gray early. I'm actually going gray early. Okay? I'm actually going gray early. I have a lot of gray hair. Okay, so I'm not balding, but my hair is graying really fast. So what? So what? I mean, it's sometimes it's genetics, but it's all nature, right? So really, I don't get it. Is being bald something? Is being bald a problem? Is it a bad thing? Joe Biden doesn't have a lot of hair. You guys still like you Democrats out there. You guys like Joe Biden so much, right? He doesn't have a lot of hair. It's just kind of ridiculous, right? What about Tim Walz? All right, okay. Let's keep Joe Biden aside. Let's keep Joe Biden aside. What about Tim Walz? Does he have a lot of hair? Yeah? Like you're asking me if my hat is covering my balding? No, it's not. I'm not balding. I'm graying. But there's nothing wrong with being bald. But if balding is a problem, then Tim Walz has that problem. All right? Joe Biden has that problem. It's kind of crazy. Chris writes, take a vote on your hair. Chris, that's a pretty interesting idea, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, if you like my hair, you can just let me know. Although my hair is a little messy right now because I had the hat on for so long, so it's not properly combed. Let's see. But yeah, if you like my hair, you can just let me know, or you can let the viewer know who asked me if I'm balding. Okay. All right. So, by the way, 159 likes already on this video. If I can get 41 more likes, I'd get to 100. More than 12,700 people have tuned in so far. Let's see. Chris writes, great hair. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Okay. All right. So, our society is being destroyed because of dangerous drugs. And illegal immigration is adding fuel to all these problems that we have. Because of illegal immigration, the drug situation is getting worse. And Chicago and San Francisco are just two cities that I'm talking about here tonight. These problems exist in many communities, big and small, all over the United States. And as I've said, illegal immigrants are spreading all over the United States. Every state has now become a border state. A state like Wisconsin may be physically away from the southern border, far, far away. But Wisconsin has become a border state because of the illegal immigrants, the influx of illegal immigrants. If illegal immigration continues, then our society will be destroyed. And that's why, as I've said before many times, we must reject Kamala Harris and we must elect Donald Trump. It's not enough to just stop illegal immigration. We must also deport criminal aliens, people who broke our nation's immigration laws, people who are committing crimes in the United States, foreign nationals who are here illegally and they're committing crimes. We must deport criminal aliens. Securing the southern border is an extremely urgent need, and then the government must deploy federal agents all over the country to arrest and to deport criminal aliens like the Tren de Aragua gang members and other violent individuals who came into the United States illegally, and they are causing havoc in our country. And I understand that it's not going to be easy. You know, people might say, hey, how is the country going to deport so many people? It's not going to be easy. I understand it's not going to be easy, but it must be done. I understand it's not going to be easy. It'll be a big task. A lot of resources will be needed. A lot of agents will have to be deployed. But it must be done. If we want to save our country, then we must support deportation. We must support deportation, my friends. Just pause and think for a second the extent of the damage done to our country already. Just pause and think about what the Biden-Harris administration has done by allowing more than 10 million illegal immigrants to enter the country. Without background check, without vetting, without knowing where these people came from. And we are now seeing rising tension in communities across the United States. We hear about crimes being committed by illegal immigrants. My friends, I'm going to pause again. Sony Garcia writes, Puerto Rico, God bless you, President Trump. MAGA, USA 2024. Thank you. That's what I like to hear. Hold on, my friends. I'm going to read some comments. By the way, don't forget to vote in the poll. I would appreciate that. And 160 likes. Can I get more likes? Can I get 40 more likes? Would be awesome. Please, if you have not hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Help me spread my message of peace, prosperity, and freedom. Help me spread the truth. Help me raise awareness, my friends. Dana writes, Ultra MAGA. Thank you, Dana. 160 likes. Let me get to 200, if possible. Okay, let's see. Heidi, thanks for being here. Michael Brown, Dana, so many others. By the way, I have to add one thing. I have more to talk about, so don't go anywhere. I have not covered all the topics yet for tonight, so I have more to talk about. But what you can also do, you can actually, if you see any news that you think would need to be covered, that I need to talk about, something you're seeing in your state, something you're seeing in your community, or a topic that you think deserves a lot of attention, you can send me a message. Actually, you can send me a message, and people have actually done that. It was a few months ago, somebody sent me it was a it was something that was happening in her community, a community in Illinois. And I did some research on it, and then I prepared a podcast episode to talk about it. So, if you're seeing things in your city, in your state, um, wherever you live, something that you think should be discussed during a live stream, or if I should make a podcast episode on it, please, you can email me, all right? I'm going to give you my email address again. I've shared it before, but I'll share it again. Tausifanam.net, and my website is tausifanam.net. Okay? And I'm actually going to pin this to the top of the chat screen so you can see it. My email, tausif@tausifanam.net, and my website, tausifanam.net. You can go to my website and send me a message, or you can just send me an email. So feel free to do that. Baby Girl's World, I am reading your comment. By the way, Tia, I'm just curious. What state do you live in, Tia? Tia, I'm just curious. I'm reading your comments, and if you don't mind answering, I mean, it's up to you if you want to answer. You can choose not to. But I'm just curious, what state are you in? Are you in Wisconsin? Are you somewhere else? You can let me know. I'm just pausing because I'm waiting to see if Tia has a response to my question. Mm, all right. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll just wait for Tia to respond. I don't see a response yet. Okay. My friends, the things that I've discussed tonight, uh, the problems in Chicago, um, these concerns about possible gang wars, and in San Francisco, widespread drug problems and rising crimes. I mean, when you hear about all these issues, when you hear about all these problems, you have to understand that the 2024 election is the most important election of our lifetime. It is really the most important election of our lifetime because November 2024 is the opportunity for the Americans to vote for the right leader and to help change the direction of the country. If Kamala Harris wins in November 2024, the problems that we're facing right now, these problems are going to get a whole lot worse if Kamala Harris wins. The border will not be made secure. The border is going to continue to be open. Inflation is going to continue to hurt us. Gas prices will stay high and maybe go up even higher. Electricity bills will likely increase. Okay? Heating your home will become more expensive. Our relationship with our international allies will weaken. There may be new wars. There may be growing unrest in different parts of the country. If Kamala Harris wins, these are the things that are likely to happen. But if you want a safe and secure America, if you want a strong America, if you want a great America, if you want economic stability, then Trump is the right leader. So Tia hasn't. Tia, have you answered my question? I don't know, Tia. Have you? I'm just curious to know if you are a Wisconsinite or not. Um, because if you're a Wisconsinite, I'm guessing you know a lot about what's going on in Wisconsin with the migrant influx and the problems in Whitewater. Whitewater, Wisconsin is suffering because of migrant influx. Whitewater in southern Wisconsin is facing tremendous problems. Whitewater, city of Whitewater in Walworth County, Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin. That community is suffering, struggling because of the migrant influx. So Tia is writing about Wisconsin, but Tia, uh, Tia, are are you aware of what's happening in Whitewater? All right, Tia, I'll wait for you to answer if you want to. Uh, okay, so a question has come up. Some of you may have seen this. A question has come up. Will Donald Trump run again in 2028 if he loses the 2024 election? Now, I don't like the question because it kind of makes the assumption that Trump, what happens if Trump loses in 2024? Okay, I don't want to think about it. I am hoping and praying that Trump wins in 2024. That's what I'm focusing on. But obviously, there's no guarantee. I mean, I hope and pray that Trump wins in 2024. I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful. You can hear it in my voice, my friends. You can see my optimism if you look at me. You can understand from my words how hopeful I am about Trump winning in 2024. This, as I've said, is the most important election of our lifetime. But I also understand that there's no guarantee of success in any election. I understand that. So the question came up, if Trump does not win in 2024, will he run for president again in 2028? Now, before I give you the answer, I'm going to read some comments here in the chat window. Let's see. Oh, Claudette, I see what you're writing, Claudette. Claudette, I see what you're writing. I see your comment. I see it. And I understand, Claudette. I see it. I see and I understand that you don't support Trump. Claudette, you don't support Trump. It's your decision. It's a free country. If you don't want to support Trump, it's up to you. But realize one thing, that if Kamala Harris wins, our economy, I don't know what's going to happen to our economy. I don't know what's going to happen to our economy. We're already in a very shaky position, our economy. Inflation is high. Home ownership is out of reach for many people. Our energy sector is suffering. Senior citizens are struggling to put food on the table. Young professionals are working hard and they still are having difficulty paying rent. If Kamala Harris wins, all these problems are going to get a whole lot worse. Claudette, you are writing that your 401k is booming. Claudette, congratulations, Claudette. Congratulations that your 401k is booming. But Claudette, do you think about millions and millions of Americans who are struggling in this economy? You may be doing well, Claudette, and I congratulate you for that. I congratulate you on your success as you are reporting. Your 401k is booming. That's great. It's good for you. But that's not the same thing that's happening with everyone. That's not the same case for everyone, Claudette. Many people don't have the money in their pocket to buy a full tank of gas. Many people don't have the money to put nutritious food on the table. I have talked to people. Somebody told me, a senior citizen once told me that she's running out of money. She's running out of money towards the end of the month. Towards the end of the month, she struggles to put food on the table. The money that she gets every month, the money that she makes, doesn't last her the whole month. The reality is harsh. People are struggling. So, your 401k, you are saying, you claim, Claudette, that your 401k is booming. That's good for you. But the economy overall is suffering. Baby Girls World writes, 60 here, 401k tanked, don't know what I'm going to do. Sorry to hear that. So many people are suffering. Claudette writes, go to school, push yourself and strive, don't blame immigrants. Claudette, let me tell you, no one's blaming immigrants. I am an immigrant. We welcome immigrants who come into the United States legally. You have to understand the difference between legal and illegal. You have to understand the difference between legal and illegal. Okay? No one's blaming immigrants. A lot of people who are here participating in the chat window are either immigrants themselves or their ancestors were immigrants. We are all immigrants. Some people came, maybe your ancestors came to the United States decades ago, or maybe more than 100 years ago. And some are here, maybe they came, like me, I came in 2007. Yeah, so no one is blaming immigrants. We welcome legal immigrants. We oppose illegal immigration. You know how many times I've said that? I just have to repeat it because I understand there are always new viewers, people who may not have listened to my previous live streams or, other videos that I've published in the last several months or last year or whenever. So I just have to repeat the information as needed. We embrace immigrants who come to the United States legally. We oppose illegal immigration. There's a difference. There's a difference. Legal versus illegal. There's a difference. And I'll share with you. And if you want to fact check me on this, you can go and look at the Yearbook of Immigration Statistics. It's a government document. It's publicly available. Okay? Every year, a million approximately. It's usually more than a million. Approximately a million people get their permanent residency status in the United States to live and work in this country every year. A million. A million people get their permanent residence status to live and work in the United States. And hundreds of thousands of people become naturalized US citizens every year. Hundreds of thousands of people become naturalized American citizens every year. And I'm proud to share all that information because that shows that we are an immigrant-friendly country. We welcome immigrants. Immigrants are our strength. Immigrants come here, they work hard, and they contribute to the growth and success of our country. Legal immigrants. That's the difference, Claudette. You have to understand, and I'm going to spell it out here. Legal immigration versus illegal immigration. See, it's even spelled differently. You know, to help you understand, look at the spelling of legal versus illegal. The spelling is different. Legal is spelled Legal. Legal. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. The spelling of legal is Legal. That's legal. If you want to spell illegal, you just have to put IL before the word legal. Okay? Illegal. I'm going to repeat that. Illegal is spelled Illegal. That's illegal. See, there's a difference. Difference in meaning, difference in spelling. So what I'm saying is I support legal immigration and I oppose illegal immigration. Now, does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm going to take a sip of water, my friends. Michael Brown writes, perfect sense. Thank you, Michael Brown. Claudette writes, we lift up our fellow humans, not point the finger and blame. Claudette, that's what I'm saying. We have to lift up, we have to help our fellow Americans. There's a reason why countries have borders. There's a reason why we have borders. And you know what, Claudette? You know what, Claudette? When the Biden-Harris administration allows illegal immigrants to come into the country, they're actually hurting legal immigrants. Okay? So legal immigrants oppose illegal immigration because you know what? Legal immigrants, they have to go through paperwork. They have to go through background check. They have to wait. They have to, follow the paperwork and the formal process of immigration. There are lots of procedures, lots of checks along the way. So legal immigrants, they have to be patient. They have to wait. They have to go through background check. They have to go through a formal process. And only then they can come into the United States. And the illegal immigrants, all they do is just cross the Rio Grande. Cross the Rio Grande. Cross the border illegally. They storm the border. They sneak in. They go past border patrol agents. That must stop. If illegal immigrants are coming in, that's actually hurting the legal immigration process. So Claudette, when you say we lift up our fellow humans, yes, we have to help our fellow human beings. There are so many American citizens who are sleeping on the streets, who are homeless. There are so many Americans who are not getting nutritious food. There are so many American seniors, as I've mentioned a number of times, who are struggling. They don't have money to buy a new coat for the winter. There are many Americans who cannot afford to pay their electricity and their heating bill. They cannot afford to pay for a full tank of gas. We have to help these individuals, these fellow Americans. But look at what the Democrats are doing. The Democrats are taking our hard-earned money. They are taking our tax dollars and spending it on the illegal immigrants. That is wrong. Why should American tax dollars fund services for the illegal immigrants? The Democrats, they are forgetting the American people, and they are focusing on the illegal immigrants. All right, my friends, I'm going to pause for a little bit. All right. All right. So, going back to the question, will Donald Trump run again in 2028 if he loses the 2024 election? First of all, as I said, I'm hoping and praying that Trump wins in 2024. I'm certainly very hopeful. And I've said this before, you can hear it in my voice. You can see the optimism when you look at me, when you watch my videos. You can understand from my words that I'm very, very hopeful that Trump is going to win in 2024. This is the most important election of our lifetime. But there's no guarantee, right? No one can predict what's going to happen in the election. Even polls won't tell you the complete picture. Polls will not tell you the complete picture. And so the question is, if Trump does not win in 2024, will he run for president again in 2028? Reportedly, Trump has indicated that he will not run for president again if he is unsuccessful this time. So we have the answer. If Trump does not win in 2024, he is not going to run again in 2028. Okay? But I'm hoping and I'm praying that Trump wins in 2024. All right. I am sometimes I have to laugh when I see the comments in the chat window. I know some of the comments are that are aimed at me are pretty harsh. Not all, but some. But I still have to laugh at times. And all I can say is, the folks who are being unkind towards me, just I hope your heart softens a little bit. I hope you can. I don't know what to say. Tia writes, rich people do not pay taxes. That is wrong, Tia. Tia is writing, rich people do not pay taxes. Rich people do pay taxes. I mean, what are you saying? What are you saying? All right, my friends. Amazing how time flies. We are 1 hour, 54 minutes into the live stream. And really, that's all I have for tonight. I did not get to 200 likes today. Uh, I hope I could. There's still time if you just want to hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up. 161 likes so far. Sunday night, you never know how many people will be tuning in, but many have joined. Well over 12,000 people, as I reported earlier, have tuned in for the live streams. So I really appreciate the support. I do. And let's see. Dana writes, "You are such a sweet, intelligent man. It really takes me off how disrespectful and rude they are to you." Dana, thank you so much for your kind words. And, you know, I see how some people are disrespectful here in the chat window, but let me also tell you that the love and support that I get, that's really overwhelming. And that's what keeps me going forward. That's what makes me do all these live streams. That's what gives me the energy and the strength to come in front of you and to share my views and to share my thoughts. So I'm grateful for all the love and support and all the words of encouragement and all the good wishes and all the prayers. So I'm very grateful for that. So with that, my friends, this live stream, today's episode is coming to an end. I'm going to conclude it now, and I hope that you all will join me tomorrow. I want to do a live stream tomorrow as well. I will announce that. And if there are any topics you want to share with me, topics that you think I should be discussing, just send me an email. My email address is pinned here in the chat box, tossif@tossifanam.net, and the website is tossifanam.net. You can either go to my website, send me a message, or you can email me directly. So with that, my friends, that's all I have for today. Everyone who joined today, thank you so very much. Sally Amin, thank you for joining. Michael Brown, thank you for joining. Dana, thank you for joining. Lots of others. Hold on. Baby Girls World, thank you so very much. Philip Holmes, thank you. Amanda was here earlier. Thank you for that, Amanda. Mr. Big Angry, thank you. And others uh, who expressed their strong disagreement, like Tia, like Claudette, I would like to thank them also for being here and for continuing to participate in the chat window. But I really hope and pray that your heart will soften a little bit, and that and also that you'll go ahead and fact check me. Go ahead and fact check me, okay? But don't just say that I'm spreading lies. I'm not. I'm telling the truth. Maybe you don't like the truth that I'm presenting. You can go fact check me, but don't just call me a liar, okay? Because I'm not lying. I'm being very honest with you all, and I believe in the power of truth. I do believe in the power of truth. So, my friends, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all being here. Please hit the like button if you have not done so already. And by the way, I have to report the poll results. So I'm going to end the poll. Give me 1 second. I'm going to end the poll here, and let me report the results. The question is, should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? Okay. The question is, should Chicago stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants? 78% people said yes, and 21% said no. That means 78% of the viewers who responded to my question said that they would like to see Chicago uh, stopping being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. So 78% of the people who responded think that Chicago should no longer be a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Okay, so so thank you. I also agree with you. I think Chicago should stop being a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Okay, and as some of the viewers expressed, no city should be a sanctuary for illegal immigrants. American cities should never be a sanctuary for illegal immigrants. Gerlina writes, I hope the disagreeable commenters can come up with some fresh material and perhaps some valid points next time. Yeah, it's very easy for anyone to just say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. But really, it doesn't help. It's not constructive. So all those who accuse me of being liar, just go fact check what I said. Whatever I'm saying is live. And also, after the live stream ends, these videos are available for replay. It's available. Anyone from anywhere in the world can access these videos, can fact check me. So go ahead and fact check me. Not a problem. Okay? And you will know, once you fact check me, you'll know that what I'm saying is the truth. So with that, my friends, thank you all for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the live stream. Thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions. Thank you for your comments, your questions. And thank you for your love and support. I truly appreciate that. With that, my friends, I'm bringing this live stream to an end. I will be back. Well, I shouldn't say tomorrow because we're already here on September 23rd. So, 11 p.m. At 11 p.m., I hope to be back again with another live stream. So stay connected with me, my friends. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to visit my website. Feel free to email me. I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? And let's do one thing. Before we go, let's do Trump 2024 again. Can we do it as a nice exercise? I think a lot of people might have left already. But if you're here, let's just do Trump 2024. Heidi wrote that. Heidi wrote Trump 2024. Dana writes, thank you for your pretty smile. Thank you, Dana. Thank you for such a wonderful compliment. Thank you. Michael Brown writes Trump 2024. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, thank you all. Steve writes Trump 2024. And I know more comments will be coming. Trump 2024. So, my friends, thank you. Let's support our great leader, Donald Trump, Trump 2024. And together, we can make America great again. With that, thank you once again. I'll be back soon with a new live stream. Thank you so very much. Have a good night.